Okay, we are live. All right, let's see. Stop that. Okay. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I was playing some music, like sort of, elevator music while y'all were playing. How's everybody doing? It's Sunday night. Sunday after the holidays. Uncle Al, Bill, Kenny, Gil in the house. Let's see, who else? Who else did I miss? So nice to see you all here on a Sunday. Yeah, Bill, isn't that interesting? YouTube has been unsubscribing me from channels. It's been unsubscribing people from my channel. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, interesting that you had that happen to you. And yeah, I don't know. Kenny. There you go. Problem solved right here, right now. Yes. So, Uncle Al, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I love the videos you keep tagging us in. That one about the history of cornbread, super cool. Great channel too. This channel that he shared. I have to go back. I saved it to watch later, so I can't remember the actual channel name, but she takes these recipes and then she goes back in time, meaning goes back to the oldest version of the recipe. What's the origin of the food? How was it first prepared? Why was it first prepared? So really, really cool. If you're a foodie like me, it's really fun to dive into that stuff. So yeah, you could drop that link here, Uncle Al, and people might be interested in that. So let's see. Yes, called Dieball Frog 79. That is Uncle Al. Let's see right there. There you go. And let's see, what is Gil saying to ruin everyone's day? He's going to ruin our day. Let's see. These highly hazardous chemicals are used in coffee. Yeah, I can't even permethrin. Yeah, that one I've heard of. Yeah, super interesting. So we could talk about coffee. Maybe I could put that on next Sunday. So let's put a pin in that, and I'll put that on next Sunday's topic, because I think it's a great topic. There's so much about coffee. Coffee is actually quite moldy, so it can be the cause of a lot of gut issues, as well as brain fog, and it will add to mold. So, if you're drinking coffee that is, it can be highly acidic and it can have mold in it. Now you're drinking the mold and it's really, really harmful to you. So I love that you brought that up. And I do want to talk about stress today and the holiday stress. And that stresses me out to think that there's all those chemicals in coffee. So we're gonna do it though. We're gonna talk about that. I have Dr. Ron coming on with me. I don't know where he is. Let's see. Let's send him a message. Where are ya? So I guess before he gets here, the dog wants to go outside. He just scratched at the door again. Hold on. You're so crazy. Yeah, probably 2.5 inches of snow out there. Bill, how much did you get at your house? You're a little further north and west than me. So, yes, 600 frogged on YouTube. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Laura is here. There's Laura. How are you, Laura? Nice to see you. Thanks for jumping in here. Let's see. Oh, if you never drank coffee, you just want to deliver the bad news to those of us who do. I try to only drink organic coffee, at least when I'm making it here at home. But that's not even a guarantee that it's not going to be moldy. Okay, I got Dr. Ron in the house. We're going to bring him up on stage. There he is. cheers. We got Dr. Ron.
Hello. Wow.
Hello. Yay.
That was like a internet ordeal. I'm not even joking.
Was it really?
I've been trying to get on for 15 minutes. And it turns out that my computer had to update itself.
Oh,
it like shuts everything down until it updates. So I'm like, oh my God, come on, hurry up. Dude, come on.
That's that was how I was with several profane words when Bentley shut the computer down a couple weeks ago. That was me. Yep.
Well, you had a canine reason. Mine was like something I can't hit. I just come on.
It's just user error. I know.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. It is Sunday night. I'm just welcoming everybody in.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah, this is great. So this was like a last minute. Thank you. I appreciate it. Since we're talking about stress, one of the things I was going to text this to you, but I figured I would just say it to you and then watch your reaction, is that for me, Sunday nights are stressful because I have to try to do my hair. I have to put makeup on, and you just turn the camera on and you show up. So
yeah, I just pulled this out of the wash.
The laundry, the dirty clothes hamper.
Yeah. So
well, I do feel blessed. This is blessed hair. I did my hair Friday, and this is 2 days of yoga. So I just kind of went like that. So how's it look? Am I okay?
You're lovely as usual.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Gil brought up a great question, but I think I'm going to put a pin in this because it's a huge topic and it deserves to be talked about, is coffee and all the chemicals in coffee. And Laura, I will say that, yes, freeze-dried coffee will have mold. So I'll answer a couple of coffee questions, but it will have mold because of the source. It is what it is. So you have to get coffee from a good, healthy source. And again, thanks, Gil. It's going to be great. We're going to, we'll talk about this and we'll dive deeper into it for you guys because it definitely deserves a conversation. Big Steve, how are you? Nice to see you. Talking about Bill had to resubscribe because YouTube unsubscribed him. Uncle Al's losing subscribers. And so I know. Gil, that was a great topic. Thank you. Why didn't you tell me that beforehand? I would have pivoted. But yeah, I know. And then Bill, here we go. Yes. Yeah, because then there's also, when should you drink coffee in the morning and can it affect you the rest of your day? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk about coffee. Let's see. This is Gil's hot apple cider or hot chocolate. That's both sound yummy. Yes. Yes, super yummy. And I'll take it. Okay. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate you very much. Yes. Keep all the compliments coming. Okay. All right. So cheers. It's Sunday night. Hydrating. I got a little tea. And so, we wanted to come and talk about stress. And I thought having Dr. Ron on would be great, because one of the key components of stress is keeping your nervous system calm, which is where chiropractic comes in. And so I thought what we would do is I would give you guys some statistics, and then Dr. Ron and I are going to talk about what we see from a chiropractic perspective, how being adjusted and being under chiropractic care can actually help improve going through this time. So There's Uncle Al. I roast my green coffee beans. Yeah, so make sure the green ones come from a good source as well. Because that's usually when they get moldy, is when they're green, and then they sit, and then they mold, and then they take them and they put them in the roaster, and then they bake all that mold in. Yeah, we're like, we're probably going to toggle back and forth on coffee. So how was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did. It was actually fantastic. I got to spend it with both my daughters.
How often do you get both of them together?
It's rare. My oldest lives in Virginia, so when she comes in town, it's like a big deal for me. So, yeah.
And not stressful.
Kind of a little stressful.
Yeah. What was stressful about it while I let the dog in?
Going to pick her up at the airport. That was kind of stressful. Millions of cars. It's like the biggest travel day of the year, right? I listened to the radio the other day, and it was saying like 30 million people were going to be flying or in transit.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So, yeah, waiting for her at the airport was probably the most stressful thing. But once she got in the car, we hugged, high fived, went to our favorite Mexican restaurant, and we had lunch.
And where is that?
Sagebrush Cantina, Lake Orion.
Okay. All right. I've not heard of that.
No, it's fantastic.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
I know the owner. I can hook you up.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, it was interesting. So I went, as you know, I went to West Virginia. And so a little stress there. It was quick. It was great. Right. So same thing. It's like putting stress in perspective. And so, yeah, we left early Wednesday morning, 7:30. My brother drove. So the beauty of it was he rented the Grand Wagoneer. I think, is that a Jeep? The thing's huge. And so it was great. There was 5 of us and he drove and, straight through 6 hours down. And then we spent Thanksgiving and then we hopped in the car Friday morning and came home. So, yeah, it was a quick turnaround and I'm tired. Right. So there's that stress of lack of sleep, which I think is super common. And yeah, I'm going to do that right there. So yeah, hit that thumbs up button when you come in. Yes, it was a Jeep. Yeah, it was a nice vehicle. It was really nice. It was good to travel in for sure. But yeah, it was.
Minivan would have been better.
What's that? Ron and I have this argument. It's okay.
Minivan.
It's like my argument with Penny over the Miracle Whip and the mayonnaise. Ron thinks minivans are amazing. And I'm like, this single girl still needs to look cool. I refuse to drive a minivan.
I gave that whole cool looking thing a long time ago. I gave that up a long time ago. I look at, I'm Mr. Practical now.
Practical, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So not stress. You know what would stress me out? If you put me in a minivan. That's what.
No. Yeah, dude, you got your own captain seat. You can recline it.
You know what else has a captain seat? A tricked out Escalade. That's what has a captain seat too. So, there's that.
Yeah, there's that. Okay, I get that. Point well taken.
Big Steve. Yes. Actually, my dream car is a Bentley, hence the dog's name. So yeah. So that's the dream car. But Bentley has a crossover now. So they have a really nice, SUV kind of a thing. So really cool. So anyway, so getting back to stress. So yeah, I know. And the travel, right? And my daughter came in, thankfully she came into town last week. So we didn't have to deal with any of that. But and she leaves tomorrow, so we don't have to deal with any travel tonight. But yeah, just thinking about, as we go in, I feel like Thanksgiving doesn't quite have the stress of the whole rest, like the next 4 weeks going into Christmas. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree with that. The whole present buying thing, the whole getting everybody together in the same place at one time. Yeah, it can be an issue.
Or multiple places, right?
Right. For me, yeah, multiple places. So, and frankly, for me right now, I just, my mom is still alive. Hi, Mom. If she's
luckily
watching.
Hi, Mom.
She's not watching. But anyway, so I get her gifts because she likes to open stuff. But frankly, my 2 daughters, I just give them gift cards. So my Christmas has become way less stressful in the last few years. So it works out well for me. But other people, you have all the stress of buying gifts. And if you're hosting a Christmas thing, then you've got to do the decorations. And then you've got to buy the food. And you've got to get all this together. You got to time it all out. It becomes overwhelming.
Yeah. And we don't say no to any of it. I think that becomes a problem. And
exactly.
And coming up with the boundaries, Yeah, Bill, definitely more expectations.
Right. It's expected. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I have a friend of mine who, for every holiday, birthday, special event, his in-laws are in Grand Rapids, and they have to get in a car, they drive 3 hours or 2.5 hours to Grand Rapids, spend the day, and then they drive back. And he said it just like destroys him, and I'm like, why do you do it?
Yeah.
Well, we just have to,
Yeah.
We got P squared in the house, P squared.
P
So
squared.
yeah. So I think as we go into Christmas, and you're right. And then these people who have like multiple homes to go to, we do breakfast at my,
Excuse me.
bless you. We do breakfast at my brother's on Christmas morning. We've done it forever. We've done breakfast at his house literally for as long as I can remember. And then when my daughter was younger, then we did breakfast here because we had Santa in the house, right? So we did breakfast here. Now that she's older, now we're back at his house. And then now his kids are, they're with, actually Kelsey's broke up with her boyfriend, but anyway, but now his son is married, they've got a kid, they've got to deal with those in-laws. So now they're like running around, whose house do they go to, where? And then the in-laws come to my brother's house in the afternoon. Like they do a big thing now. But the nice thing for them is it's contained in their house. They don't have to, and then my sister-in-law's dad, he prepares all the food. So they don't really have to worry about that, but it's just interesting how, people, they figure out their plan, they figure out how to make it work, but it would still, to me, be,
it's still stressful though.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. And I wanted to read you guys. So let me read this, just some statistics here. A 2018 study found that 88% of Americans felt stressed while celebrating the holidays. 88%, right? So it's like not one person, Okay, one out of 10
for the most part, and the other 18 are like not telling the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everybody feels it.
Yeah, 12. The other 12, 88%.
12. Yeah.
The American Psychological Foundation found that on average, more women than men report feeling stressed around the holidays. I do feel like a lot more falls on the women. 38% of the female survey respondents reported being stressed about 2021 holiday costs. I don't know if that's just if they only surveyed females there, but I would imagine everybody does. Of 2,000 U.S. survey respondents, 43% reported feeling more stressed about 2021 holiday than 2020. I think people were afraid to still go out and be around loved ones.
Right.
I was like whose house are we getting together at? Like, I wasn't going to miss anything. Of course, I've always been, this goes up to our ethics or our beliefs in chiropractic, where we just, we know that being under chiropractic care just does massive things for our immune system, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
There's been like, I can't even count how many studies that show that adjustments increase the immune system response, decrease inflammation. It's actually kind of a magical thing, really, when you think about it. It's like our body's working to keep ourselves healthy. It's pretty incredible. But that's the way it was designed, right? We were designed to be healthy. We were designed to be outgoing and upfront and moving and stuff like that. So yeah,
self-healing, right?
Yeah,
we're supposed to be self-healing, and the body is so resilient and adaptable, and I think it's this way that like
that's a great point.
Yeah,
the body can take an enormous amount of damage. It can really do that.
Yeah,
and it adapts and it will overcome until it gets to a certain point where it can't. Mm-hmm. And that's when we start getting into problems.
And so many people, and they say, why did it just suddenly happen? It's like, this has been happening for many years. You've just been ignoring it. Right. So, we talk about, I encourage all of my patients to come in and get adjusted more often through the holidays because of the stress. You have to balance the stress that you're experiencing has to be balanced with equal and opposite, if not more than something that's going to help to bring you out of fight or flight. And
exactly.
Yeah.
You and I have talked about this I don't know how many times we've talked about the fight or flight syndrome, right? It's like a DNA thing, right? So you're getting attacked by, an animal, whatever, saber-toothed tiger, and your body responds to that. Either you can fight it off or you can run away, right? Fight or flight. When your body's in pain internally, that's not an option. So your body doesn't recognize that it's not being attacked from external sources and you can't run away from it. So it still develops the whole adrenal gland, the whole fight or flight syndrome. It's still there. And what happens over a reasonably short period of time is you start losing sleep, become antagonistic, uh, loss of memory. There's like so many things that happens, when your body's in pain, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, and I've always said too, if you're getting, and that's such a great point, that your body doesn't know you're not being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. So hear that, you guys, like really hear that, is that when you're under stress, this is what your body primitively thinks.
Exactly.
And yeah, these are primitive.
We're wired for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you think about when you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, let's say you woke up that morning and you had a little bit of a sniffle and you're like, oh, my throat's kind of sore. And I got a sniffle. And I think I might be coming down with something. Now you go out to the prairie and now the saber-toothed tiger jumps out and starts chasing you. Now, is your body going to prioritize your immune system or your ability to run as fast as you effing can to save yourself?
Exactly.
And so your immune system starts to tank out because your body's like that. Your immune system requires so much fuel, so much power,
so much energy.
Yeah. And so for people who, I get sick every winter, a lot of this is because of the stress that you're just tanking yourself out because you're in constant fight or flight. Makes sense, damn tigers. Yeah. So think about that. Like the body is adaptable to the positive and to the negative. And our goal is to help you get through this holiday stress and without the stress getting you, like get your body to stop being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. So here I have a couple more stats for us too. So more women than men shoulder the responsibility of holiday shopping and planning and report stress from limited time available to get everything done. 100% on that one. Any men in the chat, if you disagree with me there, go ahead and disagree with me. But I think for most of my female friends, that seems to be the, mom's taking the kids to shop for the other cousins and the aunts and uncles, or mom's just going out and doing all the shopping for everybody. Buying all the presents for the cousins or for the aunts and uncles from the kids, right? The kids aren't doing anything. A 2019 survey found that Americans with children, holiday stress starts early. 27% of surveyed Americans begin to stress about the holidays by the beginning of November.
Wow.
Because, I guess as we're moving into it, people are trying to, think about Black Friday. And so I did read a stat here too that said people wish that Black Friday was never a thing because of the stress. I'm like, well, you just don't go out shopping, but it's that FOMO, right? These
you're missing out.
Yeah. The marketing is so strong. Some of the most commonly felt negative emotions during the holidays include fatigue, stress, irritability, and sadness. So can you all relate to any of that?
Stress. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. How many of you lose sleep during the holidays? Who loses sleep during the holidays? Anybody? Because that's I know I haven't slept well, but I've been traveling. So that was a big disruption in my daily circadian rhythm. In fact, the night before we left to come here, so Thanksgiving evening, I crawled into bed early. It was like 9:30. And I think I went to sleep for 2 hours. And then I was up until 4. Like that never happens to me. So something was going on, And so then I kind of paid for it all day Friday. I couldn't sleep in the car because my brother's like Mario Andretti when he drives, right? So I was like, and I'm in the back seat and I get motion sickness. So I'm trying to sleep. So talk about stress. I'm trying to sleep in the car, but he's driving so erratically.
Like you're going back.
Oh my God. And so I'm like, like, okay, if I only fell asleep, I wouldn't feel this like zigzagging of the car. It was very difficult. So here, this is a good one. Bill says, it's the woman who gets the responsibility. Now that I'm single, family and friends don't have a lot of expectations. Boy, you are lucky.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys just get off the freaking hook. Yeah, you get off the hook. Oh my gosh.
Really
Sugar, what are you doing here? Oh my gosh, that's my sister Katie. Oh my gosh. That's my dear friend, my sister from another mother. My sugar girl.
Sister from another mister.
Sister from another mister. She and I tried to start a show called in the Club, because whenever we meet cool people and we give it, we get on the phone, we're like, oh my God, I met this person. They're totally in our club. Because when you're cool and you meet cool people, you're like, yes, they're totally like me, right? Because I'm being the self.
Yeah, I don't think I got that call.
You're totally in the club, Ron. Everybody say hi to Katie. Katie's over on Facebook. Yeah, so Katie, I don't know if you can see the whole chat. I'm not really sure if you can see the whole chat, but if you jump over to YouTube, you'll see that people are saying hi to you. Anywho, so yeah, so that was a lot of stress. So then it was a couple of days to get caught up. And then we got home Friday. As soon as we got home, our tradition is to go and get our Christmas tree. So we got the tree, we came home. I got it set up and I was so tired. I didn't even put lights on it. And then the next day I decorated it and I was like, and the stand wasn't working properly. That was frustrating. Those little, like, I freaking hate.
Yeah, I got those like three screw things, And
you're like, and you
level. You got a little bit more to the right. A little bit. Okay, that's too much. It's like,
that is holiday stress. Okay. Yeah. And you can't, the way it is, you can't even put a screwdriver in and try to turn it because of the slant. And so it's going to hit anyway. So the holes were stripped. So I get this other one, I put it up and I'm like, all right, I think it's okay. And 3 hours goes by and I go to walk in the bedroom and I hear thump. And I'm like, oh shit. It just straight down. I mean, the tree was, I texted you a picture, didn't I? Did I text you a picture of the tree? Oh, I thought I did.
You talked about it, but you didn't send it to me.
I meant to. Yeah. I meant to. That's probably why you didn't get a picture, because it fell. That's the picture I should have sent you. Yeah. So yeah. So so it fell. And I just left it because I was like, what am I going to do? So then I'm online trying to find a Christmas tree stand. Like, these are things that I don't want to be stressed about. Exactly. So I go out today and I'm like, there's got to be a better. I'm not buying another one with these damn screws in it. So I found this. It's actually pretty cool, but it was $120 for a Christmas tree stand.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, are you kidding me? What's that?
Gold plated, diamond encrusted?
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah. Yeah. So then I had to go spend a lot of money on a Christmas tree stand that I'm going to use once a year to hold my tree up. And I'm just kind of curious why all these Christmas tree stands are so horrible. Like, why are they're all the same mousetrap. Now, I think this company built a better mousetrap because it was one little lever and these little ratchets, and they go and they lock the tree in. Like, it was like that.
Yeah.
The tree. Oh,
yeah, that's probably German engineered, frankly.
How did you know that? It literally is made in Germany. What? I'm like,
because they solve problems like this really well,
right? It's like
in the past history, of the German people, iffy, but when it comes to engineering, Yeah, they got
Right.
it.
You're right. And that's exactly what it was. So they figured it out. It cost me $120, but hopefully that tree will stay. I don't know if you guys can, I don't know if, oh no, it's not. And I don't dare touch the camera because it'll close out, but yeah. Anyway, so that was my stress so then I had to come home, kind of redo the tree, re-clean when I was expecting just to come home, have a clean house and not, just enjoy it. So yeah, that was kind of, yeah. Yeah. So it's all the things. It's all those little things, right? So racing home, running to get the tree, because then I knew we weren't going to have time on Saturday. Like, we put that on ourselves. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we weren't necessarily expecting to travel. And this is a tradition that I've had with my daughter since she was a little girl. So, so it's kind of nice, because she wants to continue the tradition too, my tree. Oh, hey, Shawnee. Yeah. You could go spend $120 on here. Let me see what it was. It was, let's see, Chris, let me show you guys the, so let's see, Crinner Tree Genie. And I bought the big one. It's the 12-foot stand. I think it even has these little feet maybe that flip out from underneath that give it, there you go. There.
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
And I got to tell you, I think it's worth it. I honestly think it's worth it because
if it like takes the stress away, right?
Yeah. And we propped it up and literally I cranked this little thing and it went and then clamp. And I was like, is that it? Holy moly. Okay. Stress be gone. Yeah. So, all right. So here's some more holiday stress. So a holiday study conducted by the American Psychology Association has found that some of the leading holiday stressors for Americans are lack of time, lack of money, $120 on a Christmas tree stand, commercialism or hype, pressure of giving or getting gifts. That's a big one, right? Like, who do I give a gift to? Is so-and-so going to get me a gift? I like your idea of just giving out gift cards. I actually think I might just do that for my niece and nephew.
It gets to the point. I mean, if you're going to be a gift giver and you want to be like that guy that gives like the most fantastic gift,
yeah,
you really got to think about it. You got to think about the person you're dealing with. And that's a lot of stress too. Like, my daughters, frankly, it's like, I give them a gift card. They'll go buy games or they'll do their whole thing. I don't really feel like I have to impress them with knowing about them to the point where I buy this like fantastic gift.
Yeah. Well,
but there's a lot of pressure with that though.
2x4 and a nail gun strike. That's probably what I should have done with the tree. My sister-in-law and I have a thing every year too, like who's gonna win. And it doesn't have to be a big gift, but it has to be something like really, really cool.
Yeah, really attached to the person that you're buying it for.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like really thought through.
That's a lot of stress, doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh my God. I think I failed. I think she won last year. I can't remember. 2 years ago, I bought her I spent $80. I bought her a crystal encrusted water bottle. And she was like, oh my God. She freaked out. It was great. So I was like, I win. Like I knew I was going to win.
Yeah, you won.
I was like, I win.
I remember one time my ex-wife's brother-in-law, big Green Bay Packers fan. He grew up outside of Muskegon. On that side of the state, apparently, is our Packers fans, right? Instead of the Lions fan. And the gift that I got him one year was a cassette tape of Vince Lombardi's talking in the locker room. It was like an actual recording of him talking in the locker room before a game happened. And it was like,
wow.
I honestly, I wish I would have kept it myself because it's like, really inspirational. But anyway, he listened to that and he's like, oh my God. And that's the guy you want to give a Vince Lombardi tape to.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. You win. You won.
I won that year.
Yeah.
I won.
That's awesome. That's
I haven't
awesome.
won since, but I won that year. Yeah, that was like 1997.
That's awesome. Well, and again, it's like, would you do that? Like, I have people who I will, if I'm out and about and I see something and I'll go, oh my gosh, that looks like so and so. I'm gonna get that. Now I might not buy them a present every year, but I might just, because I see something that just screams their name, then I feel like it's genuine. It's not, I'm not running around going, oh my God, what am I gonna buy Ron for Christmas? You know?
Right. Yeah. Another thing with kids, right? I just saw a comment about kids 3 to 5 years old. You buy anything that's bigger than them, you win.
That's
I tell you, I remember one year where I bought my nephew. It was like a crane thing, right? It was like a crane. It had the buoy on the end, and you could lower the bucket, and you could pick stuff up, and you could bring the bucket back, and you could like turn the crane. It was like amazing, but it was bigger than he was. And so if you buy stuff for kids, it's you'll win if you get something bigger than they are, taller than they are. Not even joking. That was a winner too. Yeah, that was a great Christmas.
When my daughter was younger, she was pen pals with Santa and the elf. And so in order to, if there's any kids in earshot, like, turn the volume down. Okay, so I'm going to try to say this just in case anyone's near kids. So in order to keep up with the charade, so because my kid doesn't sleep, getting her to go to bed has been a nightmare since she was born, right? And she knows it, right? So anyway, so she would write her letter to Santa and to the elf, and I would then have to wake up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and come out here, and I would have to write the return letters from both of them, Santa and the elf.
And the elf, yeah.
And the elf. And at one point she asked in the letters, can we be pen pals all year round? And we're like, no. No, we're busy working in the making toys.
Toys to build.
No,
and stuff,
oh my God. So
it's not important, but we got like a lot of stuff in Elfville.
There's so much to do. I can only handle 2 weeks before Christmas.
I lost a third of my crew to substance abuse. Right? I don't even have the time.
Oh my God. It was that was like going to be the end of me. Yeah. It was amazing. Yeah. And so when you have little kids,
that's very sweet though,
I saved the letters.
Pen pals?
Oh my gosh. It was, yeah.
That's totally
the Elf on the Shelf, Kenny. Are you familiar with Elf on the Shelf? In fact, it's still sitting up there. I don't know if can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It's up there. Anyway, it's still sitting up there. So Elf on the Shelf and Santa. But when you've got little kids, 3 kids under 5, holy moly, like, on one hand, so fun, like most fun time, because when else do you get to experience magic, right, with your kids? And so in order to experience the magic with them, though, oh my gosh, there's just so much that you have to do to make sure that everything gets pulled off, right? So
right. Like the magic happens. You got to create the whole magic environment.
Yes, exactly.
The magic happens. So,
No, my kid wrote a letter to the elf. Okay. I'm not saying that this is a thing that every kid does. My kid. Yeah. To the elf and to Santa. Had to do both of them. What's that?
Ralph the elf. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. But you're not pen pals with the elf.
No.
It's a little weird.
He doesn't even want to get letters.
No. And here's the thing. What about these parents that have you ever see if you go on Pinterest, the things, the extravagant things that people do with their elves? Oh my God. Like like, I'm like, you seriously have that much time? Like I then eventually got to a point where I'm like, I'm not moving it. It's going to stay there. And in the letter is going to say, I kind of like it here because I have vantage point over all everything.
I kind of like it here.
This is a great spot. I can see everything
that I need right here.
I've got a beautiful view of your tree.
Why would I leave?
Yeah. Oh my God. You'd ask Hermie, I want to be a dentist. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah. So we know we have the stress. And so I guess then the question is, what do we do about the stress? And sometimes when we're dealing with all of, with our families, like, how do you say no? That's a hard one to tell people. We'll just say no, pick a family, pick one family for this holiday, one,
yeah,
always going to be hurt.
Work that way though.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Who do you think you're talking to, Kenny? Are you kidding me? That was like my favorite, right? Yukon Cornelius. Don't get me started on my Christmas.
Silver and gold.
Silver, put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, Trump golf. Yep. He got 2 letters from Hannah. Yeah, he totally did.
It's like, Jesus Christ, what is with her?
It's with her. Tell her to go to
sleep. Mom, tell her it's not real.
Tell her to go to sleep. Go the F to sleep. Yeah. Kenny just watched it last night. I haven't seen it. It's on YouTube now, so I don't have to wait for it to come out. So what are the tools that you can use? Making sure one of the holiday stressors is people falling off their diet. That's a big one. Yeah. So I always say control what you can control. So if you have to, I'm so glad. Thanks for being here, Uncle Al. Appreciate it. If you know you have multiple families that you have to go visit or friends or places that you have to go, okay, maybe you can't say no to that because it is the holidays and you're expected to be there. But what can you control? You can control making sure you're getting your exercise, making sure you're drinking enough water, making sure you're being super mindful of your sleep patterns. Don't lose sleep. Make sure going to bed at a certain time. One of my tricks for bed for good sleep, because I had, like I said, I had that disruption the other night. I didn't sleep well last night. So I'm in a weird pattern of sleep. So I'm going to take a lot of magnesium tonight before I go to bed. I'll take my probiotics, my fish oil. So I always take my calming, my buffers before bed when I know my sleep is disrupted. So that's one thing that you can do. Did I miss it? Water, exercise. Oh, and eat healthy. Try not to, when, I told you guys last week, when I was going to visit my relatives, they're all in their 80s and 90s, right? So, they're amazing. My one uncle who's 83 was just in Croatia with my cousin. They were cliff jumping, rock climbing. Like, he's so badass. Whoa. It's not even funny. He's ridiculous. Wow. And you're not going to look at him and think he's 83. He looks like he's, maybe in his 60s, but I mean, he's just great shape. But yeah, to be doing that is amazing. So, so we had, Thanksgiving dinner we had turkey and ham, and we did have bread dressing. I didn't eat a whole lot of that. Even though that's my favorite, it wasn't. My sister-in-law made it in a really thin pan. I like really mushy bread dressing. So I was like, oh, it's too crispy. I'm not. So
I get that. Yeah.
So I basically ate salad. I made the salad. It was beautiful. So we actually ate really healthy for the holidays. So that was great, But if you're going somewhere, and you're not really sure what the food is going to be like, then either take something with you, a veggie tray or something like that, or eat something healthy before you go so that you're not going to go and just gorge on things. Any other thoughts on that?
Well, it's a time of the year, right? Food is a huge thing. Thanksgiving, it's all about food. when it
It's
comes
all
down to
about
it.
food. I know, it really is.
You get your family together and stuff like that, and that's great. But yeah, it's all about food. It's like turkey or ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, green beans, all these different casseroles, Hawaiian rolls,
Oh
which
God, the Hawaiian rolls. Oh
I
my
love.
gosh.
I love those. I mean,
Those are a guilty pleasure. I will say
I really hope that never ever goes away.
that.
So we indulge, right?
Yeah.
We do more, and as far as the food wise goes, because it's expected. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually, the next day, got to get up and you kind of got to walk it off. I call it the turkey hangover.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's like you have so much, food in you, and all the camaraderie and all the friends and family and all this kind of stuff and the sweets, but eventually you're going to have to walk it off.
Well, you
So
took 2 walks today, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you walk every morning, don't you?
I do.
And is that like what's your is there ever weather that keeps you from walking? It's kind of a
The only thing that
non-negotiable,
keeps
right?
me, the only thing that keeps me from walking is if there's ice. The whole slip and fall thing. I've
Yeah.
been through that,
Well,
and
PTSD.
if it's like really rainy, I can take a like mist. I can take a downpour, but when it gets like really like torrential rain, that kind of bums me out.
Yeah.
It takes away the flavor of the whole walk.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, I can handle it, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not fun for me.
And you walk what 4 or 5 miles every day?
3 to 4,
3 to 4. Yeah. Yeah.
depending upon when I get up.
Yeah. So I mean that's commitment, right? There's your non-negotiable. And I think that's
Yeah.
if everybody had a non-negotiable like that. There's my sugar. Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
No, I do.
Ron, this is where
and
girlfriend
a
came
lot of
from.
it for me is mental.
Yeah.
It's like a quiet place, even though I'm out and about. But usually at the time that I walk, there's nobody else around.
Yeah.
So it's like a mental thing also. It's kind of like quieting my mind, getting ready for the day. So when I go into the office, right, I pull up my schedule and I can say, okay, don't like the fact that he's there or she's there, but I can deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah. You see people on your schedule, you're like, oh, that person
I
drives me
know.
crazy.
I hate to say that. I hate to say that in front of chat. I totally do.
I know.
But there are people that I look at, it's like,
You know what?
they're like soul vampires.
Yeah.
They like suck the life right out of you. No matter what happens, no matter what you do. I hope so.
Yeah. I have this, how old is she? 86, 87 year old woman. And at first I was like, oh, this is going to be a tough one,
Yeah.
I freaking love this woman. And she comes in and, I ordered her because I was like, cause I could tell she's like a really strong woman. Right. And I said, go up the back ramp next time you come in. Do not come up the front steps. I want you to go up the back ramp. So what does she do? Next time she comes in, she's coming up the front steps and
Yeah.
and there was a patient standing there. Luckily, she sort of like did a crumple fall into onto the wood chips. And so we go running out, we help her out. And I'm like, Eleanor, I told you, like, I'm like yelling at her. She's like, I know, like, yeah,
Yeah.
So,
You're just like my children.
Just exactly it. Yeah. So
Tell
then
me
the
not to
next
walk where I'm
time
supposed to walk.
I see her pull in and I went to the back door and I opened up the back gate and I'm like, well, you're finally listening to me now, aren't you? So I think you just have to meet these people, like, whatever their personality is, you got to match it. And then it's like magic from there,
Yeah. Yeah. That is so true.
Yeah.
And that's actually a real benefit. That's an insight that practitioners have as far as like dealing with patients. You and I, we deal with people one-on-one all day. And we see them multiple times, for a short period of time.
We develop deep relationships. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? like a primary care physician, you see you every 6 months, for a meds check or
Or
whatever.
once a
So
year.
it's a different relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
So, when you and I get involved, I mean, it's like it's like soul grasping
Yeah,
sometimes.
it really is. Yeah.
It could be, and again, Chad, I'm not being negative or anything, but sometimes it could be very draining on us, Dr. Paula and myself, because it's just like so much going on with a lot of people. And
Well, we've talked about
we'll see
that.
you, right? We'll see you, and then you're gone in 15 minutes, but I have 32 other people to see.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's just kind of like,
Yeah, I've
we
said
have talked about
oftentimes
that before.
that
Yeah.
we have, and and I mean, from stress from our end is that we're healers, and our job is to pour into our patients and to listen and to take on, not necessarily take on your problems, but to be there for you. And
Yeah.
some days it seems like everybody who comes in that day has something extra.
Right.
And so when you're talking about like soul grabbing, you're like, oh man, and you leave the office, and yes, we have physical jobs, but sometimes I leave the office more emotionally drained than anything. And I can't wait to go home and just like kind of crawl into bed.
Right.
So it's
I go home every night and I take a shower.
Yeah.
And I'll stand in there for like 5-10 minutes just to like let it
decompress. Yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, from an energetic perspective, if we have to release that at the end of the day, because if we don't, our neurology can become damaged. We can actually get sick, and our immune systems will suffer. Our health will suffer if we take too much to heart, all of the things that come in. And sometimes, people will want to tell us all the things in one sitting. And at a certain point, I'll just be like, you know what, sit down. Let's just take care of you. I need you to stop talking. This is sort of one of my magic, sort of my superpower. Because people will know, they'll come in and they'll be like talking about their thing, and they're sit in the chair to get adjusted. And I put my hands on their shoulders and I go, okay, it's time to stop talking. Take a deep breath.
How many people in your career have told you about their impending divorces?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. How many?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But
Divorces,
that's what
issues
happens.
with their kids on drugs.
Right. That's what happens. It's not necessarily, musculoskeletal conditions that we deal with on a daily basis, but it's like all this other kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, gosh, I
abuse
died yesterday or something, it's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm so sorry that happened.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Soak in a hot tub for sure. So we want to encourage people to take care of themselves during the holidays, just as much as we will be taking care of ourselves during the holidays. We recognize this on a regular basis. So, Ron's got his non-negotiable. Yeah. He's going to keep walking, right? I mean,
we're trained to deal with this.
Yes.
I mean, part of going to a professional school like we went through is they weed people out that can't handle the stress, that can't deflect it because it becomes too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the registered nurse program, right, at Oakland University, which is like very intensive. But if you can't handle it here, you can't handle it in the ER.
Yeah.
It's like when we were in chiropractic college, it was like, if you can't handle it here, you're not going to be able to handle it out there. So choose another career.
Yeah. I remember being super grossed out in gross anatomy, no pun intended. It was like, oh, and the smell and, whatever.
Oh my God.
But how long did it take you before you were then drinking a cup of coffee and eating a bagel while you were looking at, inside of somebody's guts or
2 weeks.
Bucket of half a heads or something?
Yeah. 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks. It got over it,
Yeah. You're like, oh, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Need more coffee.
Yeah. Wow. Is that a gunshot wound?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 2 weeks. It was over.
Yeah.
Just get used to it.
Idaho Garden Girl says, do those days correspond with the full moon? That's a great
You know
question.
what? That is a very good question, because I
Yeah,
have noticed that there are a lot of abnormalities that go around a full moon.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
have,
coming up on one now. Wait till
well,
tomorrow, dude.
I
We
was
go
going to
into the
say,
office. I'm just going to say, yeah, wait till
we're going to
tomorrow. All the
compare
crazy
notes.
shit that happens tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to compare notes with you guys next week and let you know when we're talking about coffee. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right, Idaho Garden Girl. You're probably right. It's a really great point. Or like when Mercury goes into retrograde, that is always like shit always goes south.
I know.
On
I never
retrograde.
believed in that until I actually experienced it. And I
Right.
realized when someone told me this is what's going to happen. And I'm like, no. God.
And then you're like,
And then it
what?
happened. It's like, I'm like, holy shit.
Right.
Do this.
Two grandsons go. Oh, so are you back? Were you playing with your grandkids, Gil? That's so funny. Yeah, so I think too. I think also when we talk about I don't know if that the financial stress would be like the number one thing. I'm just kind of like thinking out loud that the financial stress is probably the biggest piece for everybody.
I would agree with that. I
Yeah.
think pretty much everybody experiences that. Not a
Mhm.
lot of people talk about it because it's almost kind of like, wow, you're a loser if you don't, if you're not making enough money, which
Yeah.
is totally untrue.
Right. Right.
But the bottom line is a lot of people don't talk about their financial stress because it's kind of like, wow.
Well, it's taboo to talk about money to begin with, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and then to say you can't afford to buy Christmas presents, it's not necessarily like you're saying, it's not that you can't afford to buy Christmas presents, but do I want to spend $1,000 on random people? Like, you
Yeah.
know, and I do have other responsibilities and I have a kid in college. And so I actually been thinking about this because I've got my nephew now and his wife, and then they have a baby. And, basically that's two extra people that I have to buy for the wife and the baby. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to give them a gift card and call it a day. And same with my niece. I mean, we all love opening stuff. So
Yeah.
maybe what I'll do is buy multiple gift cards and then wrap them separately. Cause I think that's fun too, right?
An envelope, right?
Yeah.
It's the same gift.
Yeah.
It's just like less stress for you to deal with.
Well,
Less stress
I
for me to
still
deal
would
with.
wrap it. I like wrapping things does bring me joy. I'll say that. So yeah,
Well, there you go.
I'd rather open a gift card. Yeah. So people only buy for the kids. I'd rather open a gift card that's been packed in a box this big. Like that's more fun than opening an envelope. So for any of you thinking about giving me gift cards out there, I'm not gonna not appreciate it, but
Put it in a
it's in
big
a
ass box.
Put it in a big ass box. Yeah.
Mhm. And that will make her happy.
I don't know what you guys are talking about here with not eating in the bathroom. I have no idea. I missed something along the way. Oh, soak in the hot tub with Hawaiian rolls. Got it. Okay. I don't know how I missed all of that. Yeah. I eat in the bathtub every now and then. Take a little
Hawaiian rolls are
there.
a little gift from God.
What's that?
Hawaiian rolls are a little gift from God. Just to let us know
they're good.
that God's still there.
At the holidays, my dad used to live in downtown Detroit, and we have, for anybody who doesn't live in Detroit, we have a place called Greek Town down in Detroit, and
Fantastic.
best Greek restaurants. Oh my gosh, amazing! The
Great
best
leaves,
bakeries, yeah.
Rupa. Oh my God!
And
It's
so
like,
we
if
would
you've never
go.
experienced it, you should really go.
You
Honest to
really,
God.
yeah. If
You
you
can
live
make like
here
a
and you've
weekend
never
out of
been
it. You
there,
go like the Henry Ford Museum,
yes,
all this kind of stuff.
make a
like,
whole
which
day
is
of it.
fantastic, and like spend a weekend and then
Right. There's
sum it
so
up in a
much to
great
do.
town.
Yeah.
Because you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. So we used to go to the bakery and get you ever had the Greek Easter bread?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the braided bread, and it's like
it's
it's like the King's Hawaiian rolls, only better.
Yeah.
Like so good.
The
Yeah.
tragedy is it's only available at that time of year.
Right. Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's a tragedy.
Now I've looked at making it. It's quite an adventure. So yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make some. Maybe I'll do a live. You guys can watch.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So I put gift cards in the sleeve. Oh, yes. That's a great idea. Because who doesn't love Andy's mints?
Oh, those are
those are great. You keep them in the freezer and you get
like
that.
They're like this big. They're perfect.
They are absolutely perfect.
For like a one bite thing.
That.
You know?
Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Feel free to message me for Christmas, my Christmas gift address. Okay. Everybody send Kenny a gift. Kenny, we're going to send you some Andy's mints. Oh my God, that's great. So
some Hawaiian rolls.
Let me see where. Yeah, here we go. Same survey found this. Here we go. 2019 survey found that 45.5% of Americans say that other holiday shoppers are the root of their stress during the holiday season. And
not them.
Right, not them. Yeah, they're kind of in there, right? Yeah.
That guy over there. I hate that.
And that same survey found that 31.7% of American shoppers would eliminate Black Friday if given the chance. Yeah. They worry that work obligations will disrupt their planned holiday celebrations, which that's a double-edged sword for us. You know, we can make our own schedule, so we have that flexibility. But if the holidays fall on a weird week, like last week, I missed a day of work. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I could have worked on Friday if I wanted to, but I didn't want to.
Impactful, no doubt.
Yeah. Do not send me. Why wouldn't I send you a tub of Miracle Whip? Wouldn't that be like the holy grail of Christmas gifts for you, Kenny?
Yeah, like that 2-gallon jar.
Yes. Oh my God. Would that take you about 6 weeks to get through?
It would take your whole hand to turn the lid.
Yes.
You know,
Kenny, oh my gosh. I feel like that would be that would just be like send you to the moon. Yeah. Let's see. Ancient Christmas gift was a bunch of parsnips since Roman times. I can see people exchanging food like that. Yeah. I don't see why not, right?
Yeah, food's good.
And I don't mind. I would buy my nieces and nephews, which I do every year anyway, but I buy them all a giant thing of sea salt, really good sea salt. And when I first started giving them, this is, you know, when they had got into their own homes, and when they first got it, they all kind of laughed, and I'm like, yeah, I've been to your house and you have shitty salt, so you need good salt, and you know, salt's not bad, just the salt you're eating is bad. So yeah.
You know, the stuff you throw in your driveway, if you like crunch it down and put it into your shaker, that's what you're using.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would be like liquid gold from the Queen. I quit going to the mall years ago. I can't mall. I don't know. Yeah, malls stress me out. I walk in there and I sort of get glazed over. It's like the only reason for me to go to the mall is, let's say I need a new lipstick and I'm going to the MAC counter, and I'm gonna go straight to the MAC counter and I'm gonna get my lipstick and I'm gonna leave. Or if I go to the Apple store, like I have very specific reasons I go to the mall. But just to go and like shop, I go to small towns and do that, right? So I go to the mom and pop store.
Mom and pops,
yeah, for sure.
There was a time for Christmas that I looked forward to it. I would go to well, at the time, the only mall around where I live was Oakland Mall. Right?
Oh yeah,
the Oakland Mall, right?
It's still open, has it?
It's still there.
Yeah, okay.
It's there. And I would like do my Christmas shopping all in one day. I would get all the bags and everything, and then I would go into that little bar that was like right at the end of the mall. I can't remember the name.
Was it like Ruby Tuesdays or something?
It was something like that.
Something like that.
But
yeah.
It wasn't. There was a Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah. I think it came later though.
But this place had the Okay, I'm going to be inappropriate, but they had the girls that had the waitress thing, and they had the bustiers.
Was it Hooters?
No, it
It
wasn't
wasn't
Hooters. It was something
Hooters.
else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went in there and had a couple of beers, and that was like my tradition, right? I would buy all my Christmas gifts on one day.
So you
And
bought
then
a whole lot of people a bunch of crappy gifts because that's the only way that you can
I
get
was
it
still thoughtful.
Okay.
Well, she wanted a pillow. There it is.
Right. Yeah.
That's a whole bag that I have to carry. One pillow.
Fairlane was the first mall in the
Fairlane.
country. Or no.
Yeah.
No. Northland Mall, I think.
Yeah,
was the first
Northland
mall
was
in
on
the
8
country.
Mile. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Fairlane became the
Dearborn.
largest mall in the country.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michigan's like known for our malls, right? Yeah.
No for our shopping.
I know. Too many people, 90% of them just I know. I always think too when I'm at the mall, I'm like, keep my purse close, don't set your bag down.
I haven't gone to a mall and I can't even remember when. Maybe like 10 years.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
I just don't do it anymore.
Frankenmuth in fall is my speed. Nobody there. Hi, Happy Mac. Thanks for being here. New to the channel. Yeah, I haven't been to Frankenmuth in a million years. I don't find that chicken very good.
It's like all like deep fried.
Yeah, really and it's not good deep fried. Like there's a good deep fried. Like you ever had gas station chicken?
Yeah.
It's
Gus's.
Yeah.
Gus's chicken in Southfield.
Yeah. So good.
Those guys rocked.
Yeah. So good.
It was served in like a paper bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give you a piece of white
How my
bread.
Aunt made it. Yeah. So good. Buttermilk.
That was yes.
Dredged in buttermilk. Yeah. So when did they build Fairlane? It was in the 70s.
It was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because I remember driving there when I was in high school. I grew up in Wyandotte. So, coming down 4th Street and going up Southfield Road, that was like the big mall. Because we had Southland prior to that, which is off Allen Road in Taylor.
I don't remember Fairlane. Oh, yeah, Southland. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when Fairlane opened, that was a big deal.
Remember, there was multiple levels. That place you could go to and you couldn't get through it in one day, right? Like that you had to be strategic about where you shopped there because you would not be able to hit all the stores in one day.
Yeah.
You're not missing anything, Bill.
Yeah, no, you're not. It's it's a whole bad experience. You get the soft pretzel, but you could buy that at the grocery store and put it in the oven.
Well, and here's the thing. Nobody's expecting you to go to the mall, as you said. So you got that going for you, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, my life is easy right now.
Oh, I'm so jealous. My life is you guys. Yeah.
Christmas, no stress at all. I know what I'm going to do already. I'm going to buy my mom a sweater from Ireland because that's what she likes.
Yeah.
This year will probably be a dark green because last year was a light blue. And I get it from Ireland. And
you get it from Ireland. That's interesting.
Yeah. You can where's the I don't have it in front of me. But yeah, there's like a website. It's like Irish wool kind of thing.
Okay.
If you order it early enough, because you gotta get on because there is like a shipping thing there.
Okay.
So you gotta get on it early enough. Don't get it here for Christmas.
Nice.
And it's like beautiful, just beautiful Irish wool sweaters.
That's nice.
And that's what my mom likes. And then my daughter's 2 gift cards. Done.
Boom. Oh my God. You could get that done tonight, like in the next 5 minutes. Yeah.
I could. Yeah.
I actually have a girlfriend.
I'm going to get you something for Christmas this year, though.
No, don't get me anything.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be very thoughtful and provocative with my man.
Okay.
With my mind. I'm thinking about it right now.
What? Yeah, what?
What could be really inexpensive that she would really like? Nothing.
So, right. My dad always told me I have expensive taste. Yeah, I'm wearing, a girlfriend of mine sent me alpaca socks last year. I love these things.
I know.
If anybody wants to send me another pair, I would take them. They are
alpaca socks.
They're so good. Oh, yeah. I can't lift my. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, alpaca socks.
They're the best.
They're like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
They're soft and they're comfortable.
They're not practical to wear in shoes, but they're just really good.
Because they're very thick.
Yeah. I don't know if I can. and get in front of my camera. There they go.
There you go. See, there you go. Right there. Alpaca socks.
Right, we got alpaca socks going. Yes. Yes. And actually, I feel like that is a good gift. Like when you're like, what can I get something unique? Alpaca socks. There you go. You're welcome, everybody. Go buy everybody alpaca socks. Call it a day. They're probably
and actually they're sweaters. I have a sweater,
Yeah.
an alpaca sweater that is probably the most comfortable sweater I've ever owned.
Yeah.
It's just really
It's soft, yeah.
It's like flowing. It just kind of like goes with your body. It's
Yeah.
really, and
Love
it's like yeah.
And
definitely.
warm. Yeah.
Warm.
So warm.
But not like so totally hot that you're like, oh man, it's like I'm sweating. But no, it's really kind of amazing material, frankly.
We have consensus that Mackinac Island has better fudge than Frankenmuth.
Mackinac Island's a floating fudge factory. That's all I'm going to say
true.
about that.
I love, like, when I go down to, I was in Austin, Texas, and they have the Mackinac Island fudge shops all over the country. I mean, everywhere I go, I see a Mackinac Island fudge shop, and I'm like, okay, so we're on the map for fudge. So there's that. You want to say hi? Hey!
Hi.
Hey, Ron.
Hi.
What's up?
Are you going snowboarding? What
Yes,
are you doing?
ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there's snow?
Oh, there is so much.
I mean, there's enough snow?
Yeah, they opened today.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I love that.
Where's everything? Where's
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me okay, hook a sister up with those socks. Okay, sugar. What?
Black helmet.
I don't know where the black helmet is.
Oh,
It's in
you're
there.
the worst.
So we were talking about holiday stress,
I don't
weren't
know
we?
what that helmet is.
Stress. Can anyone relate? Your child runs in and is like, I need this. It's a crisis. What?
And I want to do something really dangerous, and I can't find the equipment that I need right now at this moment. in
It's
time.
all buried underneath the blankets on the left side of the right side of the room. There.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah. Everyone says hello.
Hey.
Yeah. Get on that helmet. Okay. Is it the one that the dog chewed up, or is it actually well, make sure it's not. You won't have warm ears.
No, Mom, I don't want warm ears.
Yeah, he chewed it up. Go look in my ski bag.
Oh, I got a cramp. Oh, this is
That's a
this
good
is like-
idea.
This is like too
Your
much
snow
fun.
pants are here in the front closet. I'd better go. It is 7:15, 7:13. I
Oh, dude, you can't
probably
stop
should
now.
go avert the crisis.
No, it's okay.
Are you
I
sure?
want to take you away from your fun.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
What?
My snow pants aren't here.
I-
I'm stealing yours.
Yeah, wear mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, good. There's that.
Okay, well, I need goggles.
He chewed your goggles too, but I have my goggles.
Where?
They're deep. You kill yourself. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh,
Don't wear a ski mask like bank robbers. Oh, we have like the full. We have it all. I've got the neck gaiters and the face gaiters and all the
Obviously
things.
we don't.
She says, obviously we don't. We do. I just need to come and help you find it. Okay. It is
You gotta move
7:14.
things.
I'm
Yeah,
going to go help the
typical kid,
child.
right? You gotta
I
move
don't
stuff
know. Are you
around.
going to Brighton?
You move it around.
I don't want to be a burden on your life.
She doesn't want to be a burden on my life. I think she's probably going
Yeah,
to
too
Alpine.
late.
Are you going to Alpine? I don't know where she's going. All right, you guys. All right, Ron, do
Yes.
you want to come on next week and talk coffee with me?
I would
Coffee
love
talk?
to.
Whatever.
Thank
We'll call
you
it
for
coffee
inviting me.
talk.
Coffee?
Coffee
Yeah,
talk.
I talk coffee.
I will help you with your helmet. I'm coming. Okay. All right, you guys. Love you guys. As always, I appreciate you showing up here because if you didn't, I'd be here talking to myself and, of course, Dr. Ron tonight. So, hey, next week, thanks to Gil, we're going to be talking coffee. That was such a great suggestion. It's a big, big topic, and I think it'll be really great to bring you some insights on the good, the bad, and the ugly with regards to coffee. In the meantime, mind your stress, control what you can control. And if somebody is stealing so much of your time, your energy, your efforts, your money, you're giving away your money, however you want to think about that. If your body is feeling like it's being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, slow down and relax, breathe. And again, make sure you're getting good rest. So, all right. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Great comments tonight. I've got Reset Monday tomorrow morning. If anybody can make that, it'll be at 9:40 tomorrow morning. I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. So, kind of figure it out as we go.
I'm sure
and then what's that?
I'm sure it'd be interesting.
Well, it'll be fine. And then on Thursday, we've got Chiropractic is Sexy, which, Ron, we got to have you on that show too. That's Thursday at 1 o'clock.
No.
And then you're like, no.
Yeah. No, you guys are sexy. I'm a color guy again.
He's the color guy. Okay.
I'm the color guy.
Not the colored guy. He's the color guy.
Color guy.
Got it. Okay.
I'm the guy that makes jokes.
Kenny says he'd listen to me talk to myself. Kenny said he would watch me boil water. So I said, I'm going to do that video just to make it funny. I'm going to do a video of boiling water just for Kenny. So
yeah. Wow. Look at that. That's almost boiling.
That's right. It's amazing. See those tiny bubbles? We'll talk about the chemistry of water.
Maybe another 15 minutes.
All right, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Now.
Love you all. Thanks for being here, Ron. And you guys have a safe week, and we'll chat soon. Okay. Talk to you soon.